Okay, windowsills round 2. And hold on a second.
Hi.
Where are you going?
Say hi.
So this is my niece Katie, and this is Bailey's sister. And she saw that her brother was on YouTube on one of my previous videos, and that thousands of people watched that video. And they were watching her brother and not her, and I don't think she could quite stand that. Couldn't take it, could you?
No.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If I put you on YouTube, what do you think it is about your brother that thousands of people, or let me rephrase that. What is it about you that makes you so much more entertaining to watch than your brother for all those thousands of people?
I'm gonna be telling jokes throughout the video if you like it or not.
You gonna tell jokes?
Why did the skeleton not climb up the mountain?
Why?
He didn't have the guts.
All right.
Bison.
She's here all week, ladies and gentlemen, here all week. Okay.
Weekend.
All weekend, yeah, she's here
I'm
for the
going
weekend.
back early.
Okay. Well, hey, listen. Let's get to what we came to do, and today we're gonna work on doing some concrete work. You ready?
Yeah.
For that? Okay. All right. What'd you say?
Where's concrete?
Well, we're not ready for that. So last time I had a video, I used those little tiny sawhorses over there, and they're super wobbly. And it's kind of a miracle or a wonder of nature, because between those two sawhorses there are 8 legs, and how is it possible that only 2 of 8 legs were actually touching the ground? They were so wobbly. Never mind, we need a better workbench. So that's how we're gonna start. All right. And instead of using sawhorses, I think what we're gonna do is use this table. So I'm gonna need you to help me with your muscles. And we gotta, show me your muscles. Okay.
Should we slide it out our way?
Do you see that brick wall over there?
Which one?
Yeah, that one, the long one.
The long one.
So we're gonna pick this up, we're gonna go put the board right along there, okay?
It's kind of slide it my way.
Okay. Pick it up. You can't drag it the whole way. You gotta pick it up. All right, good job.
It's like shimmying.
Move it. That chair that's right beside it. That'll move on. All right. How's that for a workbench? Okay, so if you look way down in the very corner in the back there, there's a whole bunch of doors. They're pretty heavy. Hold on a second. Wish I had that much motivation. We got this dog with us here. It's my brother's dog. His name is Eisen. He's a cattle dog. And we brought him because he's got a girlfriend at home who's going through her biological process, and he's in love right now. So much so that it's causing everybody else around the place to have, a stressful day. So we needed to get him out of the house, and we brought him along. So we're trying to make sure that he doesn't get out of the fence and run on home, because he's got business to take care of there. And dang it. Say that again, I didn't hear it. What are you looking for, Eisen?
Susie.
You looking for Susie? Huh? Are you looking for Susie? Well, she's not here. She's not here. Too bad for you. Okay, stay down. Stay down.
Should we
right,
put it on my back?
No, let's not put it on you. Hold on.
Put it on my back and then just drag it over there.
No, well, that's not the door we're going to use, first of all. So let me help you, okay? Just give me 1 second. Yeah, that's a good position. But what I want to do is put it to one side or the other. Pull that end down. Yep. So that way we can work on it right here on this side. And then when we're done, we can slide it off onto here. And that'll allow us to get the reciprocating saw underneath it to vibrate the air bubbles out. You got a gun. Okay. All right, so now we need to build our form again. Katie, do you really think your brother did that bad of a job on the video?
Probably.
Probably.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you don't watch it even. Couldn't stand it. Okay, so I got these rubber gloves, and we're working with cement today, concrete. So why do you think that we're gonna use rubber gloves?
We're gonna get our hands dirty. We don't want to say cement on our hands.
Don't want cement on our hands. So the thing about cement is that it's like, it really sucks up the water. So much so that it'll pull the moisture right out of your hands.
It's like icing.
Yeah, and then,
Instead, you slobbers all over your hand.
well, if the moisture gets sucked out of your hand, then they'll get all dry and cracky, and then your friends will start calling you cracky hands. And believe me, cracky hands is a nickname that you really don't want. It's like one of the worst. There are probably some worse nicknames I can think of, but that one's pretty bad. So we don't want to be cracky hands. And so we're going to protect when we work with cement. Okay. And next thing is, I don't want to get this all covered with concrete because I want to keep it a flat surface. So we need to get some plastic. All right.
Plastic.
So we need to find some plastic right there. That's good. So we need to get a square piece that'll cover this door, but that's much bigger, so we're gonna have to cut it. Great job. So I think that's a pretty good work surface for us. All right, let's get busy. What'd you just say?
These are my muscles.
Those are your muscles. I don't think that's a good idea. Hold on a second. Let me get this side. Grab that side. Okay, let's carry it. Oh, you ready? Yep. Okay. Let's try not to drop it.
Why don't you drop it?
Okay. Can you get it up on the table there? Good job. Okay.
Oh, my shirt.
All right.
It's got me.
Let me get it all straightened out. Okay, so I'm gonna take you outside and show you exactly why we're making this, okay? Let's go outside. Yeah, so you see these window sills here? Yeah?
Can't go that fast.
And you see how it's like cracking and drying and kind of not in good condition? Mm-hmm. So that's why we're making concrete ones. And if you come over here, I've got a space cleaned out, and we made that concrete one in there, and we're gonna set it up in here, and we're gonna cement it in, okay? But before we do that, we got a few problems with the one that I made the other day, okay? So let's go check it out. Okay, so do you see all this little roughness here?
Yeah.
So this is because when I poured it into the little wood box that I made, there was air bubbles in the concrete. And so the folks on YouTube told me that what happens is rain gets in here and it settles in here, and water, when it freezes, it gets bigger. And so if it gets in a hole like this and then it gets bigger, it cracks. It like chips it out and cracks, and it doesn't last. So the first thing that we're gonna do today is we're gonna mix up some more mix. We're gonna clean up this surface, and we're gonna rub cement into all those little holes there so that we can get a flat, smooth surface, okay? That's why you need your gloves. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of a tricky thing to do because we have to get it just right, yeah? If we put too much water in it, it becomes like soup, and it's not very usable. But if it's not wet enough, then we can't spread it. So we don't want to put too much water because then we have to walk all the way back and get some more powder, right?
Can we just bring the powder over here?
Yeah, we can, but I'm too lazy. So, okay. So that's a 50-pound bag. So
carry it.
we're going to add just a little bit of water and mix it up and see how it does, and then we'll add a little more, okay?
I don't need to carry it. I'll get it.
No, it's 50 pounds.
So I can carry that.
I'm sure you could, but I don't need the Dr. Bills or the ire of your dad hanging over my head. So go ahead and pour just a little bit of water in there.
Just a wheel.
Enough. Yep, enough. Enough. Okay, let's mix it up.
Don't drop your phone.
Okay, so we got this into a nice, squishy, messy consistency. And we're gonna put it right here on the board, okay? So scoop some out and put it on there.
There's already some on it.
Yep. But scoop out a big glob and put it on there. That's not a very big glob.
Can you put it on the ground?
All right, come on, let's go. We got Katie. I don't think you.
I'm trying. Okay. Falls off.
Okay. Good job. Good job.
That's funny.
So you just you put the cement on here, and I'm sure there's like a professional way to do this, but you just spread it back and forth, get it down into those holes. And make sure all those little divots are full, and then we're just going to wipe it off. Yeah. Okay. This is your uncle's way of doing this.
I just probably put it on there and just like smooth it out with the.
Yeah, it's because you got more sense than I do. And I'm gonna scrape it off. It's looking pretty smooth, isn't it? So now I think I'm gonna use a little water.
Oh, it's over there.
Here. Steal a little bit from the dog.
Hey! That came out my water. I use my water. Not cool, man.
Not cool. You told me you had another joke.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is a riddle.
It's a riddle?
What has 2 legs, 2 arms, usually always cooks, never for itself.
2 arms, 2 legs, cooks, but never for itself. I don't know, what is it?
A chef.
Ah. I thought you were supposed to tell a joke that's gonna crack me up.
Here's one. Another joke for you.
Another joke?
Your
Okay.
channel.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, Katie. Here I am, trying to build your character, give you something fun to do for a day, and you're throwing haymaker punches at me. What's that about?
I said it's a joke.
So you can just preface a serious insult with the disclaimer that it's a joke?
It is.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we got our wet mortar in there, and okay, so this is the rough side, and we need to put a bunch of mortar on that before we stick it up on the sill, okay? Okay, so I'm really not happy with how this windowsill turned out. And so I've committed myself to kind of posting honest videos, not only about the successes, but also the failures. And this is one of them. I mean, I'm tempted just to not post this video because I'm horrified by the results. And a lot of people said that I should pour molds for the windowsills, which works pretty good for making, I mean, once I get that ironed out and figure out how to vibrate it and I'll have great solid windowsills, but getting those things up in there and getting them level and doing it in a way where the kind of mortar adheres and in a way that looks good, just is not, it didn't work and it looks horrible. And so I'm kind of showing my knickers on this. I'm going to show you guys here in a second what it looks like. But I'm totally not happy with it. And yeah, so a lot of people have said that I should fix like a wooden box and then just pour them in place, which is looking super attractive right now. So instead of doing a 2.0 and pouring another windowsill like that one, I think I might try the method where I pour it in. And then the third option that several people have mentioned is actually mortaring bricks in sideways. That might actually end up being the best way to do it. So yeah, let's go check this out and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm already aware that this is a complete failure and I'm really embarrassed by it. So don't beat me up too bad in the comments. I'm beating myself up over it as it is, but I'm really committed to giving an honest representation of my experience in this whole adventure. So here it is. A 50% chance I'll just be pulling this guy out of here. And I mean, it's got lots of stuff. I just kind of gave up on it because I lost heart. So this thing might be coming back out. It looks like it's tilted a little bit, but it's actually level. I mean, it's not the worst. It's definitely better than rotting wood in all of them, but I'm not happy with it. So the next option is going to be to build a box around here and then just pour the concrete in, which probably will be the best looking option if I can figure out how to vibrate the air bubbles out of it. The problem that I have is that, you know, going up there, how do I support that box on this building? If I could figure that out, then I think I'd be okay. The problem is that these bricks are really rough. The building is in desperate need of tuck pointing, and I don't want to start drilling holes in these bricks because, you know, I could start a chain reaction that I don't want. And so I need to figure out a way that I can fix. So fixing a box here to pour into on the ground level would be super easy. But I've got, you know, 275 windows on the upper floors, and I won't have stilts long enough to support those. And I don't want to be drilling holes in the bricks because they're in rough enough shape as it is. And, you know, 4 holes times 200, that's, you know, 1,000 holes in the building that I'll be drilling. It's not going to end well. So I still do not have the solution that I'm looking for. But hopefully you guys can appreciate the fact that I'm being honest and sharing what something looks like the first time you do it with 0 skill and 0 experience. And yeah, it's a little bit shameful. But yeah, so I like to say that I'm learning as I go, but yeah, I don't even have mortar in here. I like to say I'm learning as I go, and that's the trade-off. You know, I get to learn and stuff, but this is something I kind of can't compromise on because I need these windowsills to be right. So worst case scenario, I'll just have to hire somebody to do it. So if you guys have any like encouraging advice for me, please post it in the comments below. And I'm gonna try a different method, part 2, and then part 3, I'm gonna try bricks. So, okay. Oh yeah, my niece Katie wants to end on a positive note, so she said that she's got pockets full of jokes. You got pockets full of jokes?
Yeah.
All right, so tell us one.
What do you call a girl that likes to cook outside?
A girl that likes to cook outside. I don't know.
Barbie.
Barbie.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Oh, barbecue.
Barbie for barbecue. Get it, the doll?
Okay. All right. Didn't you have something else you wanted to show real quick right before we go?
Oh, my grandpa wanted me to say hi to him, so hi.
Oh, yeah. So, but I thought you had something you wanted to show.
Oh, yeah.
Grandpa who, by the way?
Grandpa Chris.
Grandpa Chris. Okay.
I think I have to see.
What is it?
Found this little bee nest.
Bee nest?
Yeah.
I think that it's probably a wasp, not a
Wasp.
bee. Yeah.
It's just.
I am so going to use this video against you when you're older.